At I am so proud to present to you kung ano na ang nagawa natin in a year. No, if you remember months, or rather last year, no, when we were starting, or even before we started the operations really, no, I already appealed and I already asked for understanding of the consumers, no, as well as stakeholders, including media, to give us 5 years, no, to rehabilitate and to bring the distribution utility to the state, no, wherein it is really, I would say, world class. No, it would need. We would need 5 years to do that, no? And I'm so happy that natapos natin ang first year. But the first year was really a bumpy first year. No? It was not easy. I think that all the baptisms of fire, no, not only of fire but also of rain, no, really happened to us. If you remember, just months after we took over, nagkaroon, what typhoon was that? Yung yung August, if you remember that, nung nangyari yun, yeah, we actually had even one casualty, no? And it was really the rains, the wind, no, was really sustained for how many days, to the point na we had that casualty, no? August 31, sir? August 31. Aside from that, pumutok pa yung ating Alihis substation, no? If you remember. September. That was September naman, no? And well, it was just sad to note, no, that some of the consumers were saying, yan kasi nag-JVA kaya pumutok. No? So, I guess even at that time, our substations were already on artificial intelligence. No? Kasi alam nila na mag-JV, pumutok sila. No? But kidding aside, those were really the symptoms well, that was a very major symptom of I would say, a weak network. No? That's why kami din, no, na biglak with that. And I think we have better better slides to show that. But nevertheless, we'll start with the presentation. Okay, so I have about four major headers: the intro, accomplishments, way forward, and conclusion. Next. Okay, so our 5-year development plan, as I was saying, more or less we divided it into two. Now, the first 3 years and the next 2 years. The first 3 years, no, is really more of rehabilitation and catching up. No? Ang system natin in Iloilo, or rather in Bacolod, no, we are actually behind what I would always call behind the curve, no, of where it should be. No? So the next 2 years, no, we're already done with 1 year. The next 2 years is really catching up. No, that hopefully on the 3rd year we will already be where it should be by then. But we will not stop there because we still have 2 years, no, moving forward to bring our system forward. No, to make sure that our system on the 5th year, no, is already ahead of the curve, which means that we are prepared to actually go the next 5 years. So kung may investors na papasok, may mga, well, I would say big and significant investments na papasok, development na papasok in the area, our system will be able to already cater to that. No? But we couldn't get them unless we start from here. Okay? So, well, I won't go one by one on it anymore. Sige, next. Okay, so key accomplishments on our first 12 months. On the infra, which is actually to upgrade the capacity. Ang very important for the utility, no, is actually to have the capacity of the substations. No? Just imagine that this room Now, this room is the franchise area. And just imagine that the doors actually are our substations kasi dyan pumapasok yung kuryente from NGCP, no, para papasok to serve us here. We need to have doors, no, enough and adequate number of doors, enough and adequate size of doors para yung kailangan inside the room can be catered. No, otherwise, kung hindi adequate yan, magkakaroon ng congestion. It means hindi pa ka freely come in yung power because the doors are small. Okay? So, as demand here becomes bigger and your doors cannot accommodate, mangyayari inside the room, magkakaroon ng shortage. So, the first thing that we have to do, and this is our focus, is to make sure that our doors, which we call the substations, will be adequate, no? Ang capacity, ang kanyang capability, more importantly, are adequate para, no, as this becomes bigger, the demand here becomes bigger, and we will have enough doors, enough substations of the right sizes, then freely makakapasok yung kuryente. No? So, when we came in, there were 11 doors, no, of different sizes. But apparently, some of those doors were medyo antiquated, no? Medyo, siguro ang lock doon, yung bolt lock, yung iba naman naka-keycard na. No? I mean, ganun ka, ganun yung disparity, no, of the level of technology of those doors or of those substations. So, we have to bring it to a certain level, no, to certain standard, para yung capacity and the ability of the doors to bring in the needed electricity, no, will be adequate. Okay? So, well, ang nangyari noong August and September, one of the doors nagsara or nasira or pumutok. That was alihis. Remember? So, if that happens, dapat our system, no, will be able to immediately, automatically, have another door ready para pag nag-down yung isang door, bukas yung isa para pwedeng pumasok. Otherwise, yung area na yun that's being served by that door or by that substation will be blacked out. No? And that was exactly what happened again when Alihis, on the day that Alihis exploded. I think for about 2 days, no, talagang walang nawala until we were able to bring in a temporary door, a temporary substation, yung mobile substation. No, that's why napatransfer natin yung load. No? Kaya nagkaroon ng kuryente. But again, that's for me, that is a band-aid approach. No? That's a band-aid approach. We really have to put in the permanent and the standard door, standard substation to cater for the for the demand. Now, again, I was saying that we build this store so adequate yung pagpasok dito. Ang problema is that we keep on growing, right? I mean, inside the room or inside the franchise area, it grows. So, if hindi makakahabol yung doors na yon, magkakaroon na naman ng congestion. So, pagdating sa 5th year, we will make sure that those doors or substations are adequately well, the capacity, no, and capabilities are adequate para for the next 5 years hindi tayo magkakaroon ng problema ng kuryente. Okay? So, first, ano pa lang yun? First slide. Hindi dito pala kakapal ang nag-present. No? Back to back. No? Oo, at saka font 9. So anyway, we'll try to go fast. Okay. As I was saying, ito, no? Just to illustrate it and just to put it on numbers, no? Before we came in, nagre-red yung doors. it means the doors were already whining and already saying na, oy, medyo masikip na kami. No, because in electrical systems, it's a rule of thumb that the capacity or the loading, safe loading should be about 70%. No, to give space pa for any surges. No? So, before we came in, itong 4 substations, and this is the total na, no? This is the total. Actually, nagpupula na. This is the total. This is the total. No? Total demand versus the total capacity. Nagre-red siya. So, we started actually, and we thank Seneco, no? Because before we formally came in, ang ganda ng relasyon natin with Seneco, no? That we were exchanging information, we were already exchanging a lot of information, and they were already telling us na ito yung mga problema. So we were able to address them even before formally really taking over. So when we had the approval, medyo bumanda, and now 2025, no, it's already getting better, and as we move up to next year, we will already have what we call breathing space. No? So that is, and that's happening, and that's one of the most important things, no, when we came in na ginawa to make sure that we have the doors, the substations that are the correct substations. No? Next. Okay, when it comes to reliability, again for reliability, next, our programs was that we upgraded the substations. No? Well, I don't know if we had the benefit to bring you around, no, to see the before, but these were the state of the substations before we came in. No, nung una, impress ako. Sabi ko, ang ganda, it's a green substation. Pero actually, in facilities management, hindi dapat green kasi delikado ito, no? Conductor siya of electricity. If nagkaroon ng grounding, the grass could actually conduct electricity, no? So ang tama actually dapat gravel, no, para hindi tumakbo or hindi amplify, no, yung electricity that gets grounded. So we well, among other things, no, we replaced the old ACRs to brand new ones, switch gears, no, so forth and so on. No, ang isa pang na-notice ko before we took over, yung shed ng what we call substation tender, no, the one that would the operator of the substation, ang kanyang bahay-bahay was under the gantry. No, and the gantry is where the high voltage line comes in, and nandun sa ilalim, no, and then naka GI sheet, no, naka-wire doon sa sa metal post ng gantry, no, so medyo the safety was really, so one of the first things we did was to remove it immediately, no, because it was very high risk to the operators. Next. So that's what substation was it? Alihis, no? Next. So ganun din sa Sumag, no? From this to this. Hilangban, from this to this. Next. Lopez, Astes Gonzaga, reclamation, no? Next. Panaugao, Burgos, and Murcia. Next, Mountain View, Talisay, and Hilangban. Next. So, I would say at this point, our substations are in a better position but not yet at the ideal situation. No? But, I mean, it is already something that we could live with, no? And we are already assured that yung mga critical relays or critical facilities within the substations are already, what do you call this, replaced, no? And magbibigay tayo ng raffle doon sa mga nakapikit. Who wants to join the raffle? Sa mga nakapikit lang. Uy, mali yata. Dapat sa mga gising. Hindi, kasi ang gira-raffle natin sa mga nakapikit kape. Okay, so anyway. So, the other program that we did, no, in terms of reliability, and which we all know, are the lines. No, kasi yan yung dinadaanan ng kuryente from the substation, no, going to, ultimately to the consumers. Now, maganda nga ang substation mo, but your lines are bulok, ganun din. Useless ang substations. No? So, it is a system wherein we also have to make sure that the lines, the wires, no, are also reliable. So, I thought, no, when we took over 6 years ago in Iloilo, I thought that Iloilo had the sexiest system. No? Wala bang tanong dyan sa likod, bakit sexy? Wala? Okay. Oo. It was sexy because nakahubad yung lines. No? Walang takip yung lines. No? So, bare wires, no? Open wires, no? That was how it was in Iloilo. And I thought na yun na yung pinaka-sexy until I got here. Mas maraming sexy pala dito sa Negros. No? Mas maraming nakahubad. No? Na pag hinawakan mo, brown out ka. So, sabi ko parang mali yata yung pagkahubad niya. Dapat takpan natin to make it reliable. So, we analyze ano ba yung pinaka-precarious na line, no, na dapat hindi siya sexy, dapat tinatakpan siya, no? Then it was Sister Maricel who told me, kasi very conservative si Sister Maricel eh. No? Ayan, si Sister Maricel. Nasaan siya? Ayan, si Maricel. Conservative yan, kaya hanggang ngayon single. Single face, no? Hindi three face. Okay. So, anyway, when we were doing the analysis, there are several wires or there are several segments na talagang kailangan talagang that we have to insulate. And from December last year to June this year, we have already replaced, no, the bare wires with what we call 3 wires na insulated na, kasi ito yung laging pag hinawakan yung sexy wire na to, brown out. So sabi natin, hindi mo mabawal yung paghawak, lagyan mo ng damit para kahit hawakan niya, hindi siya mag-brown out. So, we've already done about 17 circuit kilometers for this. No? This will continue, but again, we go on, we actually follow a program wherein ano ba yung mga next most precarious. Now, when we say precarious, it means that pag itong line na to, mas maraming consumers ang affected, yun na yung top of the list kaagad. No? So, that is how we prioritize and that is how we do our programs, no, to make sure that our small moves will actually affect a big number of consumers. Okay, next. Okay. Ang isang pinaka-problematic namin when we came in here, no, was itong pin insulators. No? Nakikita nyo to, di ba? I mean, if you, pag nagdadrive kayo, nakatingin pa kayo sa taas? Hindi. Dapat hindi. No? Papangga kayo. No? Pero kung pasahero kayo, try to see doon sa taas. No? And you will actually see something like this, no? What we call the pin insulators. Now, the pin insulators in the franchise area, no, I would say is still circa, sinong pinanganak 1970s? 1970. How old po kayo? I mean, sorry. 55. Oh, but you don't look 55 po. In reality po, you don't look 55. Mga 54 and a half. No, I meant yung age ng Peninsulators. I mean, not si ma'am. The age of the Peninsulators are actually between 40 to 50 years old. Now, because if you remember, these are the lines that were built by Napo Corp way back. Well, in fact, this is a, well, of course, I mean, we didn't announce it, no? Not even the LGU knew it. Mr. Rason actually came. Now, I brought him here one day, together with some of the members of the board. And I was pointing to him from the airport, we were going down the city. Sabi ko, yan yung linya, yung from Silay to Bacolod, ang pinaka-precarious, pinaka-delikado. So, nagtanong niya, Roland, bakit hindi yan dito sa may highway? Sabi ko, kasi nauna yung linya, sumunod na lang yung highway. If you, di ba? The lines were already there since the 1970s, 1980s, because that was how Napocon did it, basta point-to-point, lagay siya. And then, what road is that? The one from Silay to the city? The airport road. The airport access road. Kailan yan siya? On the 2000? 2000. So, nauna yung linya, sumunod yung road. Kaya, ang linya, wala doon sa road. Diba? And that is actually that's a unique situation, I would say. Because most of the lines, especially the high voltage lines, are actually within highway. Or, not just highway. Dito, unique siya kasi nauna nga yung linya, sumunod lang yung road. So, that's the situation that we're in. Now, ito, you will see this, no? And this is circa 1980s, 1970s. No? So, kung sa ano pa, hindi naman sa kung sa tao or gamit na no, it is already beyond its life, its useful life. Now, ang isa pa, when they put 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of that, no, I mean yung sa ano to, may computation yan. No, may computation yan ng 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3. Then, naniniwala. Huwag kayo maniwala po sa lahat ng sinasabi ko. No? So again, magpaparaffle tayo doon sa mga gising, pero tulog. Ay, doon sa mga bukas ang mata, pero tulog. Okay. So anyway, there's a computation there, no, on how they compute. Ano ba yan dapat on the capacity of the lines, no, or on the type, or on the level of insulation na kailangan. Parang engineer din, ano? Pero yun lang din yung tama ba yung bulong mo? Tama yung pag-pick up ko, no? So, you compute that on the level of insulation that's needed. Now, itong computation or itong ano to, this was computed way back 1970s, 1980s. Good for that time when yun yung load. Pero ngayon, medyo ano na siya. That's why, I remember when we came in, immediately there were several outages that happened in this line. And almost 40,000 or over 40,000 customers affected immediately. Now, because in this major line, there are 3 substations that are connected here. So, pag natamaan itong, itong linya na to, 3 substations of about 40,000 customers affected. No? And alam nyo ba kung ano yung kalaban natin dito that affects 40,000? Isang langgam lang. Ay, langgam na Tagalog, hindi langgam na Bisaya. No? Isang pispis. No? Kaya lang, pag may pispis na tumatama dyan, sabi ko, hindi talaga itong pis. War talaga ito. Dahil sa isang pispis, 40,000 customers affected. I mean, how can that be? Di ba? So, immediately, we embarked on this program na dapat itong Silay Bacolod line ayusin ka agad because isang piece-piece lang, pag piece-piece lang, dalawa na yun, di ba? Piece-piece. Dapat isang piece, okay? So, pag isang piece lang, 40,000 customers affected. So, hindi pwede yan. Di ba? Sinasabi ko kila Bailey sa mga engineers, yung ano na yan, yung piece na yan, hindi yan nag-aral ng engineering. Kayo nag-aral kayo ng engineering, nag-board pa kayo, parang mas bright pa yung piece kaysa sa inyo. Hindi pwede yan. So, again, I mean, that was one of the first lines that we really worked on. That's why I would say, since December, once lang. There was just once, up to today, once lang siya natamaan. Again, because of... Okay? But, other than that, it's already very stable. Kulang pa, but I think it's already robust enough. So, well, back to the insulators, this is one of it, no? Laging pumuputok ito kasi well, ano ba yung putok na yan? Dito, ha? I mean the putok here, ha? I mean, so because the insulation is already very low. So, we are doing massive replacement of this. Next. Uy, bakit? Paside kayo, please. Ito yung bagong law of gravity dito sa Negros. Talagang pasay siya. Sige na lang. Hirap din eh. Actually, sinadya namin para gising kayo, para buwan kayo. Kasi kanina nakita ko karamihan sa dito. So, yan naman dapat nagkagising. Okay? So, wag mo nang iyan na ito. Don't correct it anymore. We will lose time. Isang September 2, makamatapos na September 4. Kasi kung 2 seconds wala yan, ikaw na mag-present.
Okay na?
Takilid lang.
Kami ma-adjust.
Talagang kakilid siya. I-off mo na lang ang video. One of the difficulties that we're having in this Bacolod Silay line is that, as I was saying, ang road is actually hindi katabi ng line. So, when we do rehabilitation or just even inspection, nasa gitna siya ng tubuhan ng asyenda. No? Although we don't have problems of access, but our problem is that how do you do that when, you know, your people have to walk in, hindi pwedeng sasakyan, no? And then if we do replacements, rehab, you have to talagang mano-mano, no? Dala yung material. So, that also affects our service delivery sa consumers because every minute counts for us. So, hanggat ginagawa ko yan, lakad and everything, we're really having difficulty. So, what we did, sabi ko, instead of waiting for may mangyari, may massive na kaagad. And I think how many weekends, no? I mean, we did this for 2 months. So, about 8 weekends, no? That we did the massive replacements na. Huwag nang hintayin yung putok sa kilikili. Mag-deodorant, mag-agad, bago lumabas, tapusin in 2 months. And we finished it by already replacing the insulators. Now, but that is just, I would say, a medium-term solution because the long-term solution really of this is ililipat natin yan doon sa may highway. But for now, I would say it's already good enough, but still due for improvement yan. Next. O yan, nakakakilig din. So, medyo poste, nakakagilid din. Just to show you, no, that, ayun, tama na siya. Okay, just to show you that, actually, yung mga ganito, pwede naman kasi yan machine, assisted na. Kasi hindi makapasok ang truck, then tao din talaga. no, ang gumagawa. So, anyway, but I am so happy because our linemen, no, are as motivated as you are. Tama ba? Yeah. Tama ba? Our linemen are motivated as you are. Tama? Okay, tama. Sige, tama daw. No? So, we were able to do it and correct it in 2 months, and that's why now we already... if I remember, how many kilometers is that? 38 kilometers, and almost 30% of the 38 kilometers are in the middle of the haciendas. No? So, but again, that's actually a very big improvement, accomplishment rather. Next. Okay, we just, well, anyway, a total of, about 30 kilometers, so 30% of that is, next. Okay, ito naman. Isa sa pinaka maraming causes, no, ng ating outage, vegetation. Lahat ng nakikita niyong kulay dito, we actually prioritize them from high, medium to low. Now, sino ang makakabigay ng exact number ng high? Guess. Ha? Nabibilang niyo ba? Nakikita niyo? Ilan ang makaka-guess? Hindi lang guess. Ano yung exact number? Ang number actually nandyan sa ilalim ng upuan ninyo. No? And ang makakasagot, may premyo. Nasa ilalim ng upuan niyo po. Wala, ayaw. Dapat pala mga kung ano to. Okay, so ako hindi ko rin alam. Okay? But this is, ganitong karami ang ating problema ng vegetation in our area. No? But again, based on this, alam na namin na karamihan talaga nandito sa Bacolod. This is somewhere in Don Salvador Benedicto. This is somewhere Murcia. This is Bago. And so forth and so on. No? So, in terms of our deployment of tao at saka in terms of our deployment of spotters, no? Para makita na agad ng may vegetation, this is how it is. No? But, ang makakatulong din dito, no, will really be the yung 3 wires, no? Yung mga wires na may insulation. But just to show you, I mean, this is how it is. Next. Okay, vegetation management, I mean, we do that, no? Next. Okay. Sa reliability programs natin, this is only for the year or for the year-to-date, okay? Year-to-date na natapos natin, we actually did about 82 wind poles. Now, let me just, may time pa ba tayo? Meron pa, no? Kasi mga dinner ba? Did you order dinner, Maricel? Okay, meat poles, no? When we came in, nakita namin that there were segments na yung sag, yung pagbaba ng linya, no? Masyadong mababa. No? Well, what we call in English, no? That is what we call the banana, the banana lines. No? Kasi saging. Saging wires, no? So, banana lines. Wala mong tumatawa. Bigyan ko na lang ng raffle yung mga tumatawa. Minus yung toto kasi management. Okay. So, there were so many segments that were on saging lines, you know? And ang problema kami, kasi nung nakita namin, it was actually not within standard. Because if you have a length of 400 or 200, the standard is 50. Okay? For a certain pole. Kaya lang, ang dito na naabutan namin, mga 45-footer pole, parang 100 meters ang, distance. So talagang magbabanana siya. No? Magsasaging talaga siya. Okay? So, the solution, nung unang nakita namin was to actually increase the poles. Kinumpute namin ang dami, ang laki ng ng trabaho na kailangan at saka the budget was so big. No? Then, well, from their group, naisipan nila sa pag hindi na natin mag-wind pole. Lagyan ng pole sa gitna. No? To avoid the banana wires. No? So ngayon, wala na tayong banana wires. No? Kasi tama na yung saging niya. So, what we had to do about 82. Permagrids, bale, clamps, FCO covers, rubber insulations, and pin insulators. Ito yung sinabi ko kanina. Aside from replacing the pin insulators, nilagyan din natin ng rubber. No? The rubber kasi protects the line or avoids the yung short circuit pag may mga tuko na umakyat. Diba? Kasi kung may tuko na nandoon, ano siya eh, conductor siya eh. No? So with the, with the rubber, we avoid that. No? Ang problema lang ngayon kung aakyat buhaya. No? Kasi ang buhaya mas mahaba kaysa sa rubber insulator na ano to. But I think with the flood control, hindi naman siguro makakaakyat ang buhaya. Tama ba? Oo, parang hindi umaabot. May speaker sa likod. Wala. O, kaya pala yung joke, hindi umaabot doon. Okay? So, that's what we had to do. Covers, no? And all of these are for protection, physical protections. No? Next. Ito, 95% of the insulators are of the porcelain, which is of the old type. So we are now replacing it with this polymer. No? And mas mataas ang insulation level niya and mas magaan. So when our linemen do the repairs, no? Especially doon sa areas na yung sinasabi kong sa gitna ng asyenda, no? Mas marami na silang nadadala nito. And this is really the most modern, well, I would say the latest type of insulators that we're doing. No? So, we're already, as far as that's concerned, we're already within standard. No? Next. Okay. SAIFI, SAIDI, these are metrics, no, that our regulators, how they grade us. SAIFI is System Average Interruption Frequency Index. Ano po ibig sabihin ng SAIFI? 1,000. Okay. System Average Interruption Frequency Index. Okay, so it means it is an index of the number of frequencies that each customer get in a year. Okay, so yan, mapa-decrease natin yan. Where is the SAIFI? This one, no? SAIFI, ma-decrease natin yan by almost 60%, wherein in the past, no, even as early as October, it was already about 6 times. No? Now, we're already down to about 0.77, no? Less than 1. And sana naramdaman nyo na pumunti ba ang brownouts? Pumunti ba? Pumunti ba? Pumunti ba? Yes, okay, thank you. Okay. So, yun yung, again, this is the effect of the improvements that we've been doing. No? And magrarafo lang tayo doon sa nagsabi ng no. BMW ang ating nirafo. Yung BMW yung parang kay Jonathan, yung buhok mo okay. In terms of duration, SAIDI, okay, napababa din natin from 2,000, the peak was about 2,862 minutes. So ilang hours yan? So divide by 60 na lang. Without calculator, the first who can give the exact number will win a cup of coffee. Okay? So, sige na lang. So 2,000 minutes, now it's down to about 53 minutes. Hindi pa acceptable ang 53, but I think with the work that we've done in 1 year, no, from thousands, now it's down to 53, or the highest that I could get for the month is about 69, 70, medyo acceptable that. No? Is 69 acceptable? Is 69 acceptable?
Yes.
Why?
Better than.
Oh, better than?
And more.
It's better than 88, no? Because it's lower. So, this one is still at this number, but we can already assure you over the next 4 years, lalong mapababa pa natin. Next. Okay, so ito, mga poles, broken, ito nakakatawa yung linya nasa ilalim ng cross arm. So yan, ang gravity niyan, dapat baliktad mo talaga tingnan yan. No? Kasi ang linya nasa ilalim ng cross arm. No? And again, we do a lot of this. No? Next. Ito, very easy to understand. No? If you look at this graph, very easy. Tama? What all this says is that that graph has so many numbers. No? So wag na natin intihin yung numbers, pag engineer na lang yan. But what we're saying here is that dati-rate, yung mga feeders, no? Feeders natin are, sa dulo, they end, or what we call radian. No? Pag yung feeder na kaganoon, pag sa dulo, hanggang doon lang siya. So you had a lot of feeders out of the 11 substations. Lahat sila nasa dulo. Okay? So, hindi siya nakakatulong pag ang isang feeder will be out, talagang out ka. So what actually we are doing, and this is standard, this is not a magic for Negros Power, but this is really the standard, is that you start to loop. No, yung mga dulo ipagdugtong mo. No? Para kung may fault yung isang feeder, the other feeder can actually bring in the power. So that is what we call the looping system. So, how many feeders do we have? 48 feeders in the past. 48 independent feeders. Right now, all the 48 are actually interconnected. Okay? So, pag may problema dito, pwede pumasok dito sa kabila. No? Siguro, I think the men can appreciate this better. No? Parang bahay, di ba? Kasi kung isa lang ang daanan, nandiyan ang sinisis. Pero kung may isang alternative, pwede doon sa likod. Hindi naman. Loko lang yun. Ano lang yung theoretical? Nabasa ko lang din yun eh. No? Nabasa ko lang yun. No? In one engineering book. No? So, but the long and short of it is that we have to interconnect them para yung load, you can transfer it. No? So, next. Okay? We're also using ACRs, automatic circuit reclosers. So far, we have installed 73, but our program is really to go close to 80. No? For now, yan yung na-identify natin because ang ACR, ito yung siguro, ito na-experience nyo na to. No? Na minsan, yung few seconds, di ba? Mag-out tapos balik. No? So, many think na, because of that, masisira yung appliances namin. No? But actually, it's not now. What is really the use of the ACR? The use of the ACR is, kung merong tinatawag na momentary cause of fault, meaning pag may dumaan, huwag na yung space muna, let's say, lift, no? Yung sa nyog, yung sa coconut front. Pag nahulog yun, no? Dinaanan yung linya, magpo-fault yun. Pero since nalaglag siya, ang tawag doon, momentary lang yung fault niya. Now, without the ACR, pag tinamaan yun kahit dinaanan lang ng few seconds, yung buong feeder out. No? So, the use of the ACR is that pag tinamaan siya, momentary, naglag yung front, just few seconds, i-attempt niya ibalik. Automatic siya, circuit recloser, ibalik niya. In ang first attempt natin is, in 5 seconds, ibalik niya. No? And once pagkabalik niyan, tuloy-tuloy ang kuryente. Di ba? Kasi momentary lang yun. Now, pag hindi pa nag-on sa first attempt, may second attempt tayo. And the second attempt is 80 seconds. No? On the 80th second, i-attempt niya ulit. No? And glad to say, kaya bumagsak yung ating side-by-side is because of this ACR, we were able to avert more than 90% of what should have been outage. No? Kasi itong ACR was able to bring back, no, yung mga momentary faults, binalik na yung kuryente. Again, otherwise, kung wala yung ACR, brown out yun. Hahanapin na naman ang ating response team, saan ba yung cause nun? No? And then, before giving clearance, i-on nila. So, it takes minutes or even sometimes hours, no, for the power to be back. But because of the ACR, again, more than 90% of the causes of momentary outages ating na-avert. Okay, so nasa page 5 pa lang tayo. 5 or 6? 6, no? So page 7, next. Okay, ito yung sinasabi namin yung pagdugtong doon sa dulo. No? Load break switches, no? Para automatic pwede siya mag-transfer load. Next. Ito, transformers. Ganito, from busted, hindi na natin ituro yan, but we were able to change, to date, 435 transformers. No? Again, but not to ano to, but I was talking to GM Arnel, no? And when I mentioned that, you know, I mean, ngayon more than 400 na napalitan, sabi niya, alam mo, during time ng Seleco, siguro yung 400 na yan, 3 taon, 4 na taon yan. No, or even 5. No? Because there were even times that their capex was really very low. So, again, tayo, within 12 months, we were able to replace. And this is ongoing. This is ongoing. Next. Okay, replacement, signages, pampagwapo lang yan. Next. No, but important is that it may identify, well, it's actually standard, no, really to have the name of the substations in our substations. Next. Next. Well, yun. So, ito yung sinasabi ko dati. The guard houses and the place where the tender stays was Agdadagan 3. No? Tapos yan made of GI sheets, no? Ganyan. Nasaan yung manok? May manok pa to eh. May manok yan at saka aso na umiikot dyan. No? Hindi lang na-capture kasi otherwise ganyan yung naman tingnan yan. Okay? But that was how it was. But now, we really built the facilities that's really appropriate. No? So that's the guard houses now para may sentinel talaga, no? And that's what's needed. Next. Okay, so letter A pa tayo, di ba? Hanggang Z ito, di ba? Okay, so modernization program. Next. We started with some now. Kung maalala nyo, I said yung Bacolod Silay, which is about 30 kilometers, wherein almost 30% is nasa gitna ng hirap kami doon mag-inspect. No, and our inspection actually is done every week para talagang you know, yung mga hotspots, no, yung mga yung pag-infrared, no? We do that weekly. Okay? So, in those areas, hirap kami gumawa nun. So, we actually invested in drone. No? Ang pangalan nito si Dronoy. No? Okay. Si Dronoy actually has a capability to do hotspot detection. No? So meron siyang thermal scanner na para pagdaan, nasasabi niya na kung sino yung mainit, sino yung hindi. No? Or in English pa, who are those in heat? Okay. Abot ang job natin hanggang middle. Yung sa likod, hindi pa. No? So, nadidetect na kung sinong in-hit at saka sinong hindi. Okay? So, because of that, we're now able to do corrections faster. No? Kasi hindi mo na lagyan ng tao to do the inspection. Of course, we also use this when we do the sitio electrification. No? Doon sa mga baryo-baryo, sa mga sitios, no? At least to do the preliminary survey, we already used this. Siguro nga, in 5 years lang, ito na yung magde-deliver ng bill, di ba? Pero doon sa mga for disconnection, para alam nyo na kung saan yung disconnection siya. Di ba? So, ano yan, animation, electronic, para doon sa mga for disconnection. Pag makita nyo na lumilip, ako siya punta sa bahay ko, wala ako hindi nakabayan. Anyway, but we're already doing this again to equip our people on how to do things in a more efficient manner. Next. Balik lang. Akala niya siyang kinukunan ng picture. Actually, yun yung isa. So, ewan ko ba't siya nag-smile, pero yun yung isa. Sige na lang. Next. Okay. Well, we also make use of real-time GPS. No, para alam natin exactly what's happening to our response teams, no, nasaan sila, and may sensor yan, pag natutulog sila, report. No? Dito lang hindi ko magamit yung GPS na yun. No? Pero magre-report din yun. No? Kung sino dito bukas ang mata pero tulog ang isip. Okay? So, yan. We're making use of that to track our response teams. Next. Okay. We also have our SCADA, which I think later we will visit. No? This is well, I would say this is not yet really the ideal SCADA. No? Because I think most of you were able to look at our control center in Iloilo. No? So, at some point, we will get into that. No? But for now, although it is smaller, but it is actually in good use. No? Next. Okay, so SCADA system. How many of our substations now?
4 years, but we're also having.
Okay. So 4 are already integrated. We can actually control yung operation ng substation from here. No? 4 out of 11. Of 12, 13. In the next few weeks, that will already be 8 of the 13. Now, and by the end of the year, the target is 13. End of next year, 13 of 13. Kasi we need to upgrade yung mga, well, I would say yung relays at saka instrumentation inside the substation. So, by next year, we can actually control it. No? Na kahit tulog yung tender, magugulat na lang siya bakit anong nangyari kasi we can control it from here. No? And also, para sabihan siya, hoy, gising dyan. No? Makikita yun. Next. Okay, so we've invested in advanced substation testing equipment. Dati-dati, parang to, di ba? Sino dito ang 60 and above na? 60. Hindi ko sabihin 60 ang buhok. No, 60 and above. Well, the reason why I'm asking that, even yung mga 50 years old, di ba, we go on, yung blood analysis every, annual? Di ba, anong tawag dyan? Yung blood chem. Di ba? So you go to to the hospital, kukunan ka ng blood, yung blood chem sasabihin sa'yo, oy, cholesterol mo tumaas. Oy, very good, uric acid mo nag-improve, tumaas. Oy, very good, yung iyong bad cholesterol, talagang tumaas, very good, no? Lahat pataas. So you get that from your blood analysis. We also do that in the substations, in the transformers. No, because we have to see kung ano na yung quality and state of the oil. No? Because the oil is very important. There are methane, ethylene, ano ba yung gases na nandyan. No? And the gases will tell you kung medyo delikado na siya or hindi. So we monitor that very regularly. Dati-dati, to do that, you have to turn off the substation or turn off the transformer. And when you do that, syempre, affected ang consumers. Walang, walang kuryente. No? But now, we actually have itong online. So even if naka-on siya, pwede mo na siyang kunan ng dugo. No? Yung oil, and do the testing and do the analysis. So, our release also from ito, mga 1960s din to. Hindi ko na itanong kung sino yung pinanganak ng 1960s. No? Pero yung naabutan nila ng mga kotse, yung dekarburador, alam niyo yan? No? Sino nakaabot yung dekarburador ng kotse? Ha? Ano yun? O, ako din, nabasa ko lang. Okay? Di ba, dati yung karburador, pag ganyan-ganyan pa yun, di ba? No? It was so mechanical. And also driving at that time, it was shift gear, di ba? May clutch pa, ano to. But ngayon, when you drive, do you still use clutch? Do you still use steering? Ano to, yung shift gear? Wala na, di ba? Ha? Okay. Oh, sorry. Meron pa pala. Meron. So, yung substations in the past, when naabutan natin, were ganon. But now, we already shifted them or we already evolved them, no, using mga digital relays. No? So, yan na. Siya na magsabi kung nasaan banda yung fault, no? Yung strength ng fault, no? Yung kung ano-ano, para once makita mo more or less, alam mo na, doon banda. No? So, next. Ito, we also, of course, invested into new equipment, no? Para mas mapabilis natin yung trabaho, to augment what already are with the contractors and what we actually inherited as well. Next. Okay, letter B na tayo. Ay, salamat. Ano pa? At 2Z pa tayo, letter B. Okay, first is the systems loss, baseline and current. This is really the Edwin, no? Output or the result of the efforts. Next. Okay, our systems loss when we started before we started was about mga 24%. It was above the cap. No? So, ito actually yung kinatatakutan ng Seneco before, no? Because their systems loss was consistently above the cap. So it was actually Seneco who was absorbing yung loss na yun. No? So little by little napababa na natin, no? And right now we're actually about 7%. On a 12-month moving average, it has already gone down from about 10.79 to 9.25. No? And the trajectory is already happening. Nakikita niyo po? Sabi, tumitingin. Yan. Kita niyo po? Okay? So, trajectory is already going down, and we hope that it would keep on going down. That when we finish the second year, it should already be down by another 1.5%. Okay? Next. Programs implemented. Next. Okay? One of the things that we've started to do, no, is to replace the metering ito sa mga more on the commercial, no? Sa metering. At saka, well, this is something very understandable because most of those equipment facilities that are there are already old. So, ang accuracy, no, is low. No? So, replacing them, we're able to capture better figures now. No? Next. We also have elevated metering centers now, kung makita nyo. No? This one is actually more efficient, no, in terms of managing systems loss kaysa doon sa mga individual and then nagsanga-sanga yung mga wires. Next. Ito, check meter installations. Well, sinong nakatira sa Sitio, Balago, Barangay Concepcion, Location 1? Okay? Because at that time when we came in, when we did benchmarking, 96% ang loss. No? Ang nakokolekta lang natin dyan is less than 4%. Akala ko nga, baliktad eh. No? Pero it was true, 96% ang losses. But after we did the rehabilitation, now we're down to 0.41 and all the others. No? So, this one is continuing because this is a contributor to the lowering of our system's loss. Next. Okay? Siyempre, well, mga apprehension tayo. No? I mean, we need to do this. Huwag na lang natin sabihin kung anong pangalan niya, pero it starts with A. Ang family name niya ang starts also with A. No? So, yan siya. But we have to do this. No? Next. Okay? Lalaki, arestado, human masakpan nga mga dawat ng kuryente sa Negros Power. Basta radyo! Okay? Okay? So, and, I mean, things like this, the consumer should know. No? Because, I mean, again, we can be very compassionate, we can be very understanding, pero pagdating sa kawat, this is something that we will never tolerate. Kasi, ang kawawa dito, yung mga nagbabayad. No? Hindi naman kami ang ano dito, ang it's unfair to those who are paying. So, next. Okay, we also did, like in summary, we are doing a lot of things and medyo marami pa kami kailangan gawin, but it's on its way. That's why the trajectory is already moving down. Next. Ay, nako, thank you. That's enough. Customer service enhancements, public information campaigns. Next. When we transfer the office, no? And I hope that you are, well, this one also concerns you, no? Na ang aming information and education campaign is always, well, you are always a part of this. So aside from what we're doing direct, no, we are also, you know that, no, that we're also partnering with you, no, to make sure that we're giving the right information to our consumers. Next. Okay, since taking over, medyo kumanda ng office. Have you been to the office na ba? So I think that will be part of the tour later. Next. Okay, in the office of Seneco, it was like this. Ngayon, medyo, ano siya, no? Mas friendly to our consumers. Next. Until now, we have free coffee and bread. No? So, sa mga inaantok dyan, gusto nyo mag-coffee, pwede lumakad papunta doon para makastretch. No? Tamang-tama pagbalik, naka 200 steps na kayo. No? But we still continue to give free coffee and bread to our consumers. Ang iba nga dyan, dalawa-dalawa ang kinukuha. Sabi ko sa ilan lang, nagbaon kasi dalawa daw yung anak may pasok bukas. Sige na lang. Basta magbayad lang ng bill, okay lang. Okay, next. Okay, so frontliner commitment, fast, friendly, and efficient. Uy, sino to? Si sister. Si sister. Okay, next. 24-hour by 7 hotline. Well, lately, we've got some comments on this which we are improving on. No? Kasi ang nangyayari, pag nagkakaroon ng surge of outage, ang daming tumatawag. So, ang daming nadidislodge, no? Sa tawag. So, we will be improving on that, no? To make sure that every caller gets to get answered. No? So, we're doing something about that. Next. So yun, so we have our helpline, associates, no? 24 by 7, numbers and everything we're connected. Next. Okay, we're always within reach because of the of our apps. No? Our performance in terms of e-care, average response rate is in 2024 was 63.9%, now we're 100%. No? So lahat na-answer natin. Next. Okay. In terms of channels, we're getting 49% from social media. No? 35% are the walk-ins na talagang gusto pa nila talaga pupunta sa opisina. No? And mostly are those medyo senior citizen, no? Medyo hindi sila techie, no? They still want to really come to the office, no? And get the free bread and coffee. Kasama na yun. No? Helpline units, we have it, email, medyo mababa. So social media talaga. And I think it's the same trend that you also have from the media outlets. No? Next. Okay, so e-billing, laging may mga enrolled na. Next. Next. Okay. Okay na yan. That's the campaign that we did. Next. E-billing, again, that's part of the program. Next. Client care and coordination. Well, basta may problema kayo, especially yung mga commercial, no? Because may mga complicated na hindi naman kaya over the phone, they are always open to that. No? And yan, magta-thumbs up pa sila. Mukhang happy naman sila. Tama ba? Happy naman. No? Sige. Happy na lang. Sige, next. Okay, power interruption support. As you know, pag may mga scheduled outages or even extended unscheduled, hindi lang yung lineman namin ang pumupunta. We also send our Comrade people, our customer care, para kung may mga big accounts doon, sinasabihan na sa barangay, no, we disseminate the information, no, para again, as much as possible, maraming will get the information. Next. Letter D, Community Social Impact, CSR. Next. Okay, well, yan, no? And then we go out to the barangays, we reach out, we do programs with them, no? Para again, we are close to our consumers. Next. 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 Yan. Barangay, yung bread. Ito yung free bread. Okay? Barangay reassessment drive. So again, we reach out. No? We tell them what are the, especially pagdating sa mga pilferage, no? And how to help consumers as well and get as many consumers who are not yet connected. No? Next. 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 More. More. Live file. O, sa sunod, huwag ng live file, ha? Kasi letter D pa lang tayo, hanggang Z tayo. Dapat downloaded. So next. Makatulog din ito. Kailangan na magkape. So anyway, well, siguro just go straight, go to the sitio electrification. Pupandi na lang to, mga 3 hours, saka tula tayo. So mga 3 hours na lang. Sandali na lang po. Next. Well, anyway, one highlight that I'd like to give, is that if you remember during the JVA, one of the major issues that was thrown to us was that sabi nila, pag nag-privatize, wala ng sitio electrification program. Diba? Yan na ba? Okay. So, one of the criticisms or one of the allegations, I would say, was that pag-private na, hindi na daw mag-continue yung sitio electrification. Contrary to what they said, and very consistent to what I said, was that when we started, we already allocated 250 million of our budget for the next 3 years for sitio electrification. Because we got the list from Seneco, there were how many, Bob? How many sitios?
232 sitios.
232 sitios that they identified na hindi pa electrified. So, gina-estimate ko na kung magkano yun, that's about 250 million. So, we already committed that in the next 3 years, 2 years to go, all of those 230 sitios will be energized. And the budget is there. And so far, we balik tayo sa first page. Okay lang sa inyo? Uulitin ko na naman yung sasabihin ko dito. Kape ulit to. Well, anyway, we have already energized how many sitios?
30.
30 sitios, and how much have we spent now?
37.
Or invested?
37.
37 million for 30 sitios, and it is still running. No? So, again, contrary to what was said, an allegation na hindi gagawin, on the contrary, we are doing it. Well, there are so many stories, and one of these days, I think we will be compiling, no, all of the lives, no, that we have touched, no, because of those city electrification project. Ang isa, no, which really struck me was, I think this was in Barangay, yung
Binubuan. Binubuan. Purok Sunflower.
Purok Sunflower in Bago. No? In Bago. Before natin na-energize, every week ginadala na yung anak niya to Bacolod for speech therapy. No? So they would spend hours to go down, spend money in coming to Bacolod to have a 1-hour speech therapy and then balik. Nung nagkaroon ng na-energize na natin and then nagkaroon ng internet, they actually do the therapy via internet na. So the therapy was actually more frequent. They didn't have to spend any more time and money, no, to come to Bacolod, no, para magpa-rehab. So it was really something for me very moving. Kaya lang nung kinausap ko yung anak, hindi happy yung anak. No? Kasi sabi nung anak, buti pa yung noon, pagpunta ng Bacolod, may Jollibee. Ngayon na internet na, wala ng Jollibee. So yun yung nawala. Pero it makes good kasi siya yung nagsasalita eh. So nag-improve ang speech niya.
Walang cycling.
Wala na. So next. Energy sourcing, siguro what, we just go very quick. Dito na lang, 90. Okay? Well, to tell you, we're about 33% renewable. No? And this one is still, definitely we will be improving on this, no? Because our target is really to bring this as high as possible. But remember, we're always balancing the renewable with the price. No? Kasi even if maganda kumuha ng renewable, but if we know that it will spike the price, mahirap i-explain sa inyo unless tulungan nyo kami. No? Oy, tumaas ang ating rate kasi nag-green tayo. And matuwa tayo. Now, kung matuwa lahat ng consumers, we will do that. But I know it won't. No? It's nice, it's ideal to have green, but at the end of the day, what matters is the price. No? So we always balance that. So we're trying to look for ways on how we could bring in green, at the same time, price it optimally low. No? So understand us on that because ang aming objective, no, is really for those two things. Next. Okay, way forward, capacity expansion. Well, siguro i-sila. Okay. This is in Mountain View. We will be replacing the old from 12.5 to new, no? 37.5. So this will happen by September 2025. Remember the doors that I was saying? No? So this is part of the improvement of the doors. Pinapalakihan na natin yung door from 12.5 capacity to 37.5 na bago. No? Bago pero hindi sa bago. Tama ba? Natawa ba kayo? Ano? So, sige. Next. Ito sa Murcia, we will be putting in a new substation kasi ngayon, ang Murcia actually is 37.5 pero it is also too big for the requirement. So we will be moving the 37.5 somewhere pero i-rehab muna yun. But what we will be replacing it with is a new 12.5 substation or transformer. Next. By November. Next is that we also ordered already a mobile substation, a complete state-of-the-art mobile substation. Kasi as we rehabilitate substations, kailangan i-off, dito i-transfer yung load para tuloy-tuloy ang kuryente. Now, right now, we cannot turn off any substation because the capacity is not yet redundant. Okay? Pero pagpasok nito, by May of 2026, we should be able to already do rehab, no? Talagang kung sa kotse pa to, yung overhaul, talagang top overhaul, hindi lang top. It's really a complete overhaul. No? But to do that, you need about 6 to 8 months, sometimes even 12 months. But we cannot do that if there is no mobile substation saan i-transfer yung load. So by then, we'll be ready for that. The budget is about 192, but it's already on its way. Ano na to? On manufacturing stage na to. Okay, future reliability and modernization. Yan, ang ganda, no? Oo. So, ganun na lang, maganda siya. Pero, oo. Yes, oo. Well, anyway, ganda ng colors, parang pang grade 1, other colors, ano to, linya-linya, ano to. But, no, what it really means actually is that on our target, no, we are actually, some are, well, itong big ball medyo, kasi we just started with this recent, but on all the others, our completion versus the 5-year plan is already over 20%. It means we are already way ahead of our target of the 20%. Kasi di ba, 5 years, so dapat 20% per year. But on first year, we have already achieved more than 30%. Okay? Pero walang bonus yan, ha? Wala. Para klaro lang. Okay, next. Okay, now, ito yung underground distribution system along Lacson Street. No? I think partially this will already happen by October during the Mascara. No? What will happen is ilinisin natin, as you know, no? And we're already doing that. Ang problema natin is what to expect by October. Okay? Ito, matanggal natin kasi atin ito. Ang problema yung telcos. No? We don't have control over the telcos. No? We don't have, well, we can have influence, we can have ito, but we have no control over them. So, what may happen by October sa 5th Street intersection sa Lacson, sa 6th Street, itong naka-shade na green, mawawala yan kasi ililipat na natin yan, pero ang maiiwan will be the telcos. So, well, I don't know if you can help us, no? Because this is the dream of the local government, no? Na sana malinis, but again, I mean, we can only do up to so much. Ang kaya lang namin i-underground yung atin, no? Yung sa kanila, no control tayo. So, siguro magtulungan na lang. So, this one is along the 7th Street. Again, malilinis natin yan, telcos maiiwan. Next. Okay? So, sayang yung effort if yung sa atin lang ang mag-underground and the telcos will stay. No? This has been represented already, no, several times sa local government. No? And we're saying, again, wala kaming control over that. No? So, sabi ni Mayor, telco or tell me, or tell them. Siguro we have to tell them. Telco, tell mo, tell them. Para underground. Okay? Tama ba, Attorney Tato?
I'll tell them, sir.
You tell them. No? Okay. So, office queues, ano na yan? Next. These are the programs, no? Si Pakape, no? With sila, Kapitan, no? Wherein we talk about the bread, we talk about the coffee, we talk about the red zone, we talk about the belt, no? I mean, these are the small, and the projects that we have programs with them. Next. Okay, community CSR, electrification, take up na natin to, golf for, we do golf for the benefits of mga Kalipay Foundation. No? Next. Tapos na to. So for the last, ano ba to? For the last 12 months, ayan, si Jollibee. No? So, ewan ko kaninong birthday, pero nandyan si Jollibee. You know, we have the mass every month, no? Then we have the Women's Month. Pero kasama din kami dyan. Kasi sabi women.
Kape na lang, sir.
Kape na lang, men and women. No? So kasama kami dyan. Okay, next. Okay, providing real life exposure. No? Para, these are for the interns. No? We get a lot of requests for internship from different schools, no? Which we never say no. No? From engineering to accounting to HR, no? We accommodate them. No? Next. Okay, rehabilitated, ano ba to? To increase the dignity. Okay, well, these are the things that we've been doing the last 12 months. Okay. With the